What is up, everybody? As you can see, I've gotten a bit more fancy with the oh, I don't know if you can actually hear the music. I'm gonna turn it down for me, and I'm gonna turn it up for you guys. Yeah, alright, so that should be good. Just tell me if the music's too quiet or too loud. I will fix that. But yeah, let's say it is time to go. We should have everything ready to go. And so, like I said, well, I haven't said this yet, but this isn't an Advent of Code thing. This is a project. This is an actual project that I want to do. Which, good news is, I'm not starting from complete scratch. I have done a little bit of this before. I haven't finished it. Here we go. So here's my original, or well, here's my codes. And so, pizzeria. So, I have a little bit of a president here. But whatever. So, here we go. So good news is that, like I said, I've already done it, so I'm not completely in the dark. So I'm going to put this over here. And yeah, so I've already created the project. We don't have to worry about any of that. And then after this, we can do Advent of Code. So, I mean, it's obviously another 5 hours from now, 4 and 45 minutes. So we have plenty of time to work on this. So right now it's just a blank project. I haven't even initialized node yet, so we'll just do that. Alright. This isn't it. No such file. But to say I don't have. That's what I want though. Oh, initial. I have to do npm init. Papa bot version 1 description. I mean, I already did description. Entry point index.js. I'll fix that. Oh, this is good. Okay, so I've created it. Source is how we want to run it, and I'm going to go in here and actually type it all out. So let me just first of all, whatever. So I don't have any scripts to run. Main will probably be source dot that. So yeah. And so now I need to create that file, and just to prove it all works, Papa bots. And so now if I just run that, Papa bot. So, I mean, we got a project working, obviously. So, I say before we get into it, let me actually bring up what we need to be doing. So, let me pull this up. I don't know if I actually have it. Okay, I do. So, Papa's Pizzeria. Here we go. So, if I run this, Papa's Pizzeria, obviously we have Papa's Pizzeria right here. One thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it in this aspect ratio because it makes botting it a lot easier. So in fact, I probably should, well actually I need to do it so I know where it is exactly in the middle. So here we go. Here's Papa Pizzeria. I mean, it's a pretty classic game. I mean, here's this. I'm gonna erase it because I don't want it. Oh, I pressed something and it went over there. Oh, it doesn't want me to. Yes. Okay, so I guess that's just a bug. So, oh, nothing. My chat disappeared. So, okay, we're good with that. So we have Papa's Pizzeria. I mean, it might work. It's pretty loud. So, I mean, it's just Papa's Pizzeria. I mean, there's not much to say. I mean, I'll do the first day because the first day is probably not going to be played by the bot because it's kind of hard to go through a tutorial because there's a lot of timing. So yeah. So, I mean, it's just, I mean, I'm just literally just playing Papa's Pizzeria. There's not much. Into the oven. So now we shall wait. This is a fun game. So we wait until it's reached this cooking time. So now we need it. Perfect. And so that's how you play the game. Now, obviously, got pretty high scores because it's a tutorial, but like, what if I can make a bot that makes it perfect? So, I mean, it's going to be, this is like our test run of actually doing it. So, as you can see, it's pretty simple, like mouse movement wise, which is how I'm going to do it. I'm not going to mod the game. I'm just going to do based off the mouse movement. The only thing that's probably going to be difficult is detecting what I need to do. So let me do this. So there's the 8, and so it wants to cook for this long, so I have to wait for that. Timing may also be an issue, and also multiple pizzas may be an issue because if I just do it one at a time, it makes these customers angry in here. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to mute it. Because, like, we don't need this music. I'm sorry, but we just don't. So let me cut the pizza. And there we go. So, yeah. So, like I said, juggling the multiple orders is probably going to be difficult. And detecting what the order is probably going to be difficult. So the thing is we have to make general use cases for that. So that's the tutorial. We don't need to do that for the bot. The bot doesn't need to know how to do the tutorial. We just want it to play the game. And so, as you can see, we need to be able to detect when take order, this button appears, and then we need to click it. And then we need to detect what this receipt is, so we can either do it based off the chat box or by the receipt. And I think I'm going to do it by this receipt because I don't know, because the time changes for, so like if you look down here, there's a star system. The time it takes to order the Papa's Pizza is variable depending on that. So if we leave this bot running for a while, it may not work on that. So do that. And also, if it's a computer, it can make that go faster. So if I go here, make it a pizza. You can obviously move these sardines faster than I'm doing it. Also more precisely. I mean, precision's not really an issue in this, but it'd be cool to see it. So then into the oven. So this needs to go there. And so yeah. So I mean, I'm not gonna play the game. I don't have to. So we shall write code that plays the game for us. This is the whole point of the stream. So, oh, I can't hear the music anymore. There we go. So, obviously we need a way to control the mouse, and for us to detect when something is on the screen, we also need to be able to detect what's on the screen. And so there's actually a very good library to do that called robot.js. I don't know if I should use it, but it is a good library to use because it allows us to control the mouse from node.js. So let me install that robot.js. So I don't know if there's going to be any issues. I don't know if I shouldn't be using robot.js, or, well, it's robot.js, but, oh, pre-build. Let's see what happens. It's just, it's doing its installation process. Quite neat. This is some high quality streaming stuff. Oh, that's a lot of errors. So what's happened? Build error. Cannot seek. Invalid file or disk full. I don't think it's full. I mean, I can check if my computer's full. It isn't. I've seemed to always had issues with this, so was anything installed? No, it was not. So I'm just going to... So what does it want me to do? Error. So something building has failed. Well, yeah. I've seemed to always have issues with building, so what I can do is if I go to here, I could just copy over because I have it in here. I have all that we need for this. I don't know what I've installed in here. I can check real quick. IO hook, GIMP, and robot.js. So this is that. In fact, well, I mean, whatever. So paste. Oop. Papa nude modules. Paste. So it's 52 megabytes, which isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but I mean that's not what's going to be on GitHub. So it's just the code. It's kind of neat. I mean, I could show you. Ooh. Have a great time just watching something transfer over. So we should see it over here. Oh. So now, I was about to say now we see all this. So it's not going to be part of it, but now we should be able to import robot. So I kind of forgot how it worked. So robot.js. Yeah, I know what it is, so get started. Okay, I already installed it. Okay, so examples, please. Yes. So, good news is now I can take this example code and just run it myself. I mean, I didn't need to do that. I could have just ran the code. So, yeah, it works. I mean, obviously, I'm not moving my mouse because that's kind of hard to do. Keep. I didn't mean for that to be there. So, yeah. Get my chat back up because I would like to see my chat. There we go. So, yeah. Now I have a library of stuff I can do. It's kind of neat. So, obviously, I don't want to move the mouse in a sine wave for robot. I mean, that kind of is not that useful for Papa's Pizzeria. But the good news about this is that not only can this move the mouse and type on the key, but it can get the screen as well. So, like, if I wanted to, I could say let screen equals robot.screen.capture. And so that captures the screen, and let me just capture the entire screen. And then I have an object with it. So if I run that, it gets not only, it even gets the width and the height of the monitor, which is good, and then it has all the data and RGB values. So, woo. So this is a good library for what I want to use it for, which is to play Papa's Pizzeria. So, let me quit the game. So, I want, as soon as I click this slot, I want it to go. So, I mean, obviously I'll do that and then have a keybind to it. So, another thing that I had installed on my previous project, which has like, it had most of the code, but not completely done, is a way to input key stuff into the command, so it'd get that as well. So, yeah. I mean, there's not much left to do, so we can get started. I mean, there is stuff left to do, like being able to actually know what we're doing. So, you know, I'm just gonna restore this, and then I'm gonna maximize this because I like this better. So we just need to be able to well, I guess we should plan out what we need to do. So, I guess for our first draft of what we need to do is we need to be able to make a pizza. So, what I want to do is I want to take an order, so be able to analyze this and know what to make and make a pizza. So, well, we can actually simplify that further by just saying, okay, make a pizza, which is with just a hard-coded command. And so I'm going to make everyone mad here because I just need to test it out. So obviously we need to make pizza. And while I'm here, I'm actually going to print screen because this is one of the things we need. Because we need to analyze actual like pixel positions. Expand canvas. Oh, you even got my my live stream stuff. So I need to actually be pretty exact with this. So new. So should be 1920, and then keep the canvas size. So that should cut off what's not part of it. So there we go. So this is our screen. Just a nice screenshot of our screen. And I need it to get specific pixel positions. So if I want it to press this button, I need to be able to know what this is. So if I want to let's press it right here. You can see in the bottom right which pixel that is. So another thing that makes it easier is like I kind of want to make it relative to this window. So how big is this? This is 600 by 450. Actually, that doesn't really make sense. Now that I think about it, it doesn't really make sense because it should be 600 by 480. So where... Or 640 by 480. Now think about it. Well, if it's 640 by 440, that means there's a 40 pixel margin. It's by 450. Okay. Well, whatever the case is, actually, okay, no, it's part of it all. So yeah. Okay, yeah, it's part of it all. So, whatever. So, yeah. So, actually, I want the top left corner, which is 660 by 316. So, I don't need this screen right now. Let top left is equal to 660 by 316. So, I can make it relative to the game screen rather than my actual screen. And then left is equal, or let window size is equal to width is equal to 600 by 450. So this should give us some pretty good relative measurements. So say I want to click, if I cut this out, new, paste this here, now I can say click on this pixel. So this is, let's do 560, 390. 560, 390. Hello, people. 560, 390. So robot dot mouse click and then is this where I set the position? So top left dot x plus 390. Is it 560 390? I forgot it already. 560, yes, 560 390 plus 560 top left y plus 390. So if I were to run this command, it should click, if I get the thing up, it also should click there because that's the same place. So if I go here, move this out of the way, and I tell it to run, ooh, this is the wrong command. What is it? Mouse, move mouse, should be mouse click. Oh, I gotta say move mouse first. Okay, robot.move mouse this, and then click is its own command. So now it should work. There we go. So it clicks. I mean I didn't click it, so I let the thing click it. So I can do it again if I wanted to. So yeah, there we go. Shows. I mean, it's obviously working. It's clicking the button I decided to click. I mean, in this context, but like I said, it's the same position, so it shouldn't matter. anyways, so now, so like say I click it here, it makes the pizza. So there's, I mean, there's the pizza. So for this one, we need to say our order. So let order is equal to, there's going to be a multi-order. So what factors does a receipt have? So it has the ingredients. So ingredients. And that's an array because there's at least, there could be up to 7 toppings, ingredients. And then it has cook time, which is, in this case, 1, because this is the first sliver. And then it has cut, pizza cut, let's cut. So, and then this is 4, because obviously it's cutting it into 4 slices. So, I mean, now we need to list the ingredients. And so for this, I mean, type is equal to pepperoni. Amount is equal to 4. But then the quadrants matter. So these quadrants also matter. So quadrants is equal to, and then there's 4 of them. So we can just say, so quadrant 1 is that top. Well, we can just do the math. So quad 1 is false. Well, it doesn't really make sense topographically. So true, false, true, false. So this should give us our order that, I mean, hopefully we get the bot to analyze it and create this order without us having to do it ourselves. But right now we're just trying to make this pizza as fast as possible. So I need to take a screenshot of that. So print screen, go back to here, keep camera size. I don't need you anymore. No, take all of you. Paste. So right now, so we need to be able to discern where the pizza is, like where each point of the pizza that we want it to be. And so move selection, make, just highlight the pizza. So the pizza is 274 by 274. And so we don't want to put it on the crust. So in fact, we can shrink the selection by until here, because we don't want the crust to be involved. And so boom. So get rid of this. Don't say new. Okay, so 245 by 245 if it's just the pizza meat. So I'm going to minimize, I'm going to put you back. So we need to have what are the different types? Well, obviously, I know there's a 4, 6, and 8 because I saw those in the tutorial and the one when I was playing a little bit. So the 4, so if it's just 4, that could be in one quadrant. So I should say each of these should be divided into 4 separate quadrants. So 245 is hold on. Okay, so I am back. I just had to respond to something. So yeah, like I said, we need to uh, divide this up. So this is the line that we need to divide it up in. So then I can just shoop. There is the line. So it should be. Is that? Yeah, it's a 1 pixel line, and then we need to do the same thing here. So 122, because that's what it's 245 is 122.5, and so I'm just going one at the 123 mark. So there's that. Wait, get this out of the way so I can see the chat. So here's the quadrants. So I'd say we need a max 4 per quadrant, and so a good place is like here, 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 and there. I think let me look at the Papa Pizzeria orders. Papa list of Papa Pizzeria orders. Okay, that's it. Okay, that cool. Okay, that's not a list of them though. But also Papa's Pizzeria is like, I think we're fine if we just have 4. So I mean, obviously we can just divide this into 4 or if we're gonna have 4 as a square, we need to divide this into 3 slices. So 122 divided by 3 is it's basically 40.6 repeating, so I'm just gonna call it 41. So 40, let's do that, and then it's like the similar thing where there we go, and then that one, and then I can actually do this at 81, and then perfect. So now 40 let's do that, and then, or not that one, the paintbrush, and then we need to go down to 81. 81. So there we go. So now we got the points. Well, I say we got the points. It's kinda doesn't really make sense though if I put the toppings there, because I mean this one's right at the crust, and then this one's not even close to the center of the pizza. So one thing I can do is I could shift it by like this way, by like, or like I can put it I can put it in the middle of these squares. So we're just subdividing a pizza at this point. I also probably should have put this on a new background. So actually I could do that by doing something like this. I don't want much tolerance. So that should take out those lines. And then undo all my work and it looks bad. Haha. But just kidding. It's right here on a new layer. So I'm sorry, I got a message. I mean, I'll continue. I'll continue to work. Okay, so it's a 40 by 40. So I need it to be at 20. If I can get this right. And then at 21. There we go. Put that there. Put that there. And put this here. So these points right here should be where we place our toppings at. And if we really wanted to, we can add more toppings here. So like say there's, well, there could be 6. There could be 6. So maybe I should. I'll add it there just in case. I mean, obviously it doesn't hurt to not have it there. So yeah, there we go. So there's that. There is 6 toppings at 1, and makes this easier for me is that I can do something like this and then paste it over here, and then rotate it. Oh, that's undo. You totally did not see me do that. Can I rotate this? No. I know what I can do here. I can paste that and then rotate the layer. Rotate 90 degrees. I think I can. Oh wait, I can't do that here because I have to do that. Image. No, layers. Rotate 90. So there's that. It actually isn't too bad. But is it right though? It doesn't look right because it looks like it's 1 pixel off, which I mean isn't that bad. I mean it could have been a lot worse. It's just that there we go. So I mean there's that. So there's these positions. Oh, hello. I was not looking at the chat. Let me toggle the timestamps. Okay. Hello there, Derek. What is up? I was not looking at the chat. I was very focused on getting this. And so what we can do here is we can merge these 2 layers down, and then we can copy the layer. So we can do something like that, and then we can take this layer and rotate it 180 degrees. So I mean, and so then we can merge the layer here, and there we go. So this gives us the points of where we want to place the topping in each quadrant. So obviously, I mean it's right there. I mean we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is from the pizza, but this is relative to the pizza, and so the top left corner of the pizza in this regard, if I can, it doesn't matter. I just need to do a rough one, and then I can fine tune it with this tool. So that's 1. Should be 245 by 245 if I'm not mistaken. There we go. And then, okay, so 98 116. So I can put that in the code. The top left pizza is equal to top left in general plus, if I go back to wherever you are, there you are. So 98 plus 186, or 116, I mean, top left y plus 116, and this is the y variable. So this gives us, and not called top left, just top left pizza. So this gives us the top left of the pizza. So then we need to say let pizza points is equal to an array. So how should we index this? So it's kind of difficult because each quadrant is like it's interfaced differently. So this is I count this as the first quadrant, but then depending on how many toppings there are, so say there's only one topping, where would you put that? So where would you put that and the pizza? You can put it, I mean, obviously you could put it at any of these places and it would work, but I'm a man of exact solitude, so I feel like you should put the pizza right in the middle. So this spot right here. So you can do that. I mean, we have the point. I mean, it's gotta, it's right there. 81, 81. So this is point 81, 81. So pizza points. So it's kind of difficult because I don't even know why I do this. We could just do top left. I don't know why I have to name it this way. Window size, top left pizza, top left pizza, and then pizza points. And then this one can actually be an object, since I said it's 4 quadrants. So we could do quad 1, and then we need to do, so like I said, I think what we need to do is we need to do an array of points. So for this one, this should go at x is equal to 81, y is equal to 81. And so, and then this is for if there's 2 toppings, 3 toppings, 4 toppings, 5 toppings, and 6 toppings. So like I said, I'm not for sure if there's a 5 or 6 topping on one slice of pizza, but I did see that it can go up to 6, and so I'm just going to account for that. So if I go to this image, this is for the 1, so if it's for the 2, we can put it here. So this will be 102, 61, and this will probably be 61, 102. So then this is 102, 61, and then the same the other way. 102, 61, 61, 102. So these are for the 2 topping ones. And then for the 3 topping, I want it to be here, so it would be the same as that, plus 102, 102. So good news is that most of this is going to be copying and pasting. X is equal to 102, y is equal to 102. And then the 4th one, where am I going to put the 4th one? Will probably go right here. So this is 61, 61. I mean, I could have assumed that, but just making sure. And then 61, 61. And then for the final one, like I said, it's going to have this. It's gonna have these, and then it's going to have whatever these points are. So this is 20, 101, 102, and I'm assuming this is 102, 20. So now that I think about it, I should probably put the 5th topping here, because if it's like, if the 5th one is here, because it's like symmetrical.
Here.
So we have 1 here, we have 2 here, we have 3 here, we have 4 here, and then 5 should be that plus the center, and then 6
it might be plus the center,
should be the 20s. So 20 y is equal to 102.
There's always a chance.
And then the same, but opposite.
So, you never,
so 20, 102, and then this one is the 81, 81. So they all have points to where the topping should go. But the bad news is that's just for quadrant 1. It's going to be the same for all the other quadrants. It's just I have to put them down. So 2. So quad 2, the point is at. It's probably not going to be as central. Yeah, 163.81. So 163. 63. And then this one's also going to be 163.81. And so then the 2, which will go right here. So this is 142.61. So 142. In fact, now that I think about it, it's probably just going to be replacing all these 102s with this, and then replacing these 61. Well, we don't have to replace the 61. Well, we do. In this case, we would have to. Wait, so this is 142, 102. Oh, wait, no, we're replacing. What? Oh, it's still 102 height-wise. Okay, so that. Let me. Okay. So if it's 2. Oop, wrong one. Oh, these people are probably mad. Anyways, so I want to be here. So 142.61, 183, 102. So 142 and 1. So 142.61, and then 183, 102. Now I think about it, the y shouldn't change here because that's not the one that's changing for the quad 2, because it's only shifting over to the right. So we need to see what this new one is. So for the third one, would go here. So this is 142, 102. So 142. And then this one is the same as these. And then 61. 61 is not where that goes. So then if it's 4, it goes here. This will be 183.61. 183.61. And then this will be the same for both of these. Yada yada. Boom. And then like I've already changed this one. And so then we need to find the new one for these. This is 142.20 and then probably 20, 142. So 142, 142. And so that's for quad 2. And then we need to do the same for the other 2 quads. So I mean, just to see if this works, I'm going to wait, but the thing is, like, that's just getting it to there. So how are we, well, I mean, it's kind of easy to determine. This is the pepperoni sausage, and that just doesn't change. Like, we don't unlock new ingredients whenever we level up. We just get more customers and the customers order faster. Like, there's not much progression, which makes this easier for botting. So if I want to grab a pepperoni, I need to, well, let me do the rough estimate. And there's that. And then this should be a good one. So 4,300. And so now I need to also let ingredient tubs. And so then pepperoni is equal to 30. Y is equal to 400. And then, yeah, so let me make a function. Let drag ingredient. So we want to specify the specific ingredient. So ingredient. And then we need to specify it to a certain coordinate. And the coordinate is going to be like a string. So coordinate, and let's do, we're going to use robot controls here. So, and we're probably not going to be using mouse click because we're dragging. So robot dot move mouse to the coordinate. So we need to parse the coordinate. Let me write that in the comment because I'm a great coder. So we need to, so coordinate is going to be something like example quad 4, or like quad 1, and then let's say 3. So this will tell us that it needs to go to this quadrant, and it needs to put 3 of whatever, and then into the specific positions that we laid out. So we can do that by saying let quad and then amount. So then we have, and that is just coordinate dot split by that dash. And so now we for let I equals 0, I is less than is this, what is this? Is this pizza points? Pizza points of quad, and then it'll give us this array, and then we need to parse int amount dot length. In fact, I'm gonna label this as points. So points is equal to this because I don't want to keep having to type this every single time. And then replace it with points. So now that we have that, we need to, that's probably bad for the mic. We need to move the mouse into that certain position. So move mouse to top left plus, and we also need to do top left. Well, it's not top left anymore. It's top left dot x and then top left pizza dot x plus whatever the point is. So point I. Actually, no, that's for when we drag it to the pizza. Boom. So points dot y. So this is a whole bunch of y's now. And then we also need to we need to move the mouse to the ingredient tub. So move mouse top left dot x plus ingredient tubs of the ingredient dot x, and then move it to also the y. Hello, Arkansas Tracy. What is up? I'm just coding away. I'm just making a Papa bot or Papa Pizzeria bot. So I mean, I'm just working on it. And so now we need to say we need to mouse toggle down. And then we need to move it to that position and move it up. And so with that, hopefully this works. And so move mouse to correct positions. So if I were to say, just for a test, drag ingredients, pepperoni, and then quad 1-4. So say we want to put 4 pepperonis in that first quadrant. It should do that. So let me move it over here. And let me pull up the game. So if I go here, we already got the pizza. Good. Oop. Top left is not defined. So I messed up somewhere. Up here. Because I didn't replace top left. For the top left pizza. Okay, well, that did not work. Because, I mean, I can try it again. It didn't work. So, one thing, let me just try. Oh, wait, what am I doing? It's not, I don't need to offset this by the top left pizza, because top left pizza is already like that.
3 of 9x9s.
So we don't need top left here.
Makes sense to me.
So let me try it again. Oh, well, I needed to not comment it out. Okay, well, it did something there. I'm not for sure if it's right. I also think it's a bit too fast. So I need a sleep function. Sleep function node. I can do it smooth. Just to see if this works, if I can find my code again. So if I bring this back over here, instead of mouse move, we can do mouse move smooth. Then, or move mouse smooth. And then we can bring this over here, so we have this open. Oop. You didn't move the mouse. Oh, speed. I don't know. Is that 1 pixel per second? Hold on. Mouse smooth. Okay, something's gone wrong because it's not even moving the mouse. Okay, it does it there. Also, wait, so does it go... Oh, okay, well, that also explains why. It's not going to the right ingredient place. So, let me see. I think I'm 100 pixels down now that I think about it. I think this is 3300. But, yep, it went to 3300. So now, if I were to do it like this, oh my god, okay, well, it almost worked. That is, the wrong one. Oh, well, I also know why. It's because I gotta do, it's because of the index. So now, save for later, make a pizza. I don't want this pizza anymore. Let me change it to quad 2. Or, well, not that. If I go back here, I need to change this to quad 2. And then run it. There we go. So it places 4 pepperonis on the quad 2 in the exact positions that I want it to be in, which is cool. So Our next course of action is to obviously finish this because we still have these points to do. It shouldn't be that bad because the only thing that's changed here is the y. So this is now 2142, 20 or 102,224.
Hi.
Doo-doo-doo.
I do.
Anyways, so 20
I'm down
142.
to go
Well, I need to. So this is
to
81 163. Oh, I need to bring the
not
code over
union.
here. So this is for
Not
quadrant
the union.
3. So
That's one down. Okay. What can we cross off?
so 81
next?
163.
I haven't been to Fulbright yet today, but
that's
I
not
made you sit there
163,
for
that's
6
162.
hours, so I would hate to have you go back if you don't want to. Also, wherever you are is very loud.
So that's for this one.
Oh,
so then
do
a 2
you want to eat at the union?
is 102 104 and then
Okay,
60. So
yeah, I don't.
102
yeah, the union
142.
is not tasty.
So 102 142.
I've been a bit of a creature today, and I still haven't washed my dishes, so I don't really want to bring food back up here.
Give me a minute, guys.
Also, Alex is live streaming.
I am live
Also,
streaming.
I want to go to bed early tonight.
Alright, lads, my quick, tasty snack break is over. I didn't want to eat on camera because that seems like, not fun. Well, anyways, so I'm back. So, excuse me. Whatever. So, I am now going to put in these 12 points. So this is the 2. So 61, 142. Well, it's just the y coordinates. So y. So 142, 183. 142, 183. And so similarly there. This is probably going to be 142. And then this is going to be, if I put the points in correctly, so then the 61, 61, where are you? So this one would be this. Wait, it would be this one. So it would be this one for this, so 183. So 183. Oh, wait, I already have that. I do not, now that I look at it, I don't think that's right. Because this is 81, 163. This is 61, 142. And this is 102, 143. 183, I mean. So this one is the 61, 183. I think this one's this. And then, so this makes more sense because this is a cube, or this is a cube, this is a square. And then for this one, this is the special, and then it'll be 2142, 102, 224. 224. 142. So that's for the third quadrant. Or we could just check that by we could do this 2 and then 3 and then 4. But we don't have the fourth one yet, so we don't do that. And so if I go push that into the oven, whatever. So then we can make the pizza. And then we can run this command. And then, okay. It almost worked. So there seems to be a problem with this one. So quadrant 2. Maybe it's just too fast. I don't know. I can check that by specifically isolating out. Nope. Lost, I didn't save it. So yeah, there's something wrong because it didn't put 1 there. So quad 2, the 6 point. I see why. This is probably not correct. This is 224, 102. So quad 2. So this one is the right one. So this is supposed to be 224, 102. So now if I run it, there we go. So, there we go. And I also am going to check the 5. I know the 5 works for this one. So into the oven. Make it a pizza. Make it a pizza. And then so instead of 6 for here, should be 5. And then we run it. A long time ago, I made a buffer stickman shooting game I found on Random Flash Game. I just had to detect the color of the stickman sprite, click it. So it's sort of similar to what I need to do. Okay, so that worked for the 5 per slice. It's sort of similar to what I'm going to be doing because I'm going to have to do image detection for the thing. It's just right now I want to be able to make a pizza from an object. So then, first step. Like I said in that one stream yesterday, if you were there, I said the problem solving is you take the big problem, which is play Papa's Pizzeria and break it down into smaller and smaller problems. So the first problem is, how do I make the pizza from an order that I can change? And so right now I'm doing that. So let me put these last 6 points. In fact, I'll just do this. I'll just do it over on this screen because it's not that much like stuff, and plus I just kind of want to get done with. So this is 163, 163. This is 142. So the only thing that's changing here is, well, let me copy this, is the Y for this one. So this should be 142, 183, and this should be 183, 142. So this is oh, okay, well, it's not too bad. And then I can change that for the rest of these. And so then the third point, which will be this one, is 142, 142. And then the fourth one, which is this one, is 183, 183. And then the fifth one, it's just this one again. And then it's these 2 points, so 142, 224, and then 2224, 142. So that should be it. That one was pretty easy. Okay, so now I'm gonna minimize this. Get rid of that. Make a da pizza. If I run it now, where I have all of them 6, it should have a full pepperoni pizza. So now if I run it here, there we go. So that is a full pepperoni pizza. Algorithm, not really algorithm. It's a mathematical perfect pizza. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. If I recall correctly, last time I was able to catch up, it was you did a Minecraft stream. I did. That was a long time ago. A Minecraft stream. Well, granted, I haven't really done much in a while, so yeah. So like, look at it. I can move it around, ruin their perfect pizza. Ha ha ha. Well, anyways, so that's the first step. So now that we have the ability to move ingredients the way we want it in a specific way, now we can take this order and we can do stuff with it. So for this one, so we need to do let make pizza, and then we can shove in an order to it. And actually, let me put this at the right here. Okay, so make the pizza. So the first thing we do is we need to say let ingredients per slice. So that's going to be let num of quadrants, and this one's easy. So this should be order dot ingredients. Ooh, well, we have to go through it. So for let I equals 0, I is less than order dot ingredients dot length I plus plus, and so then we need to put these variables in there. So I dot filter element dot length. So this should tell us how many quadrants there are. And then so we know the amount. So order of dot ingredients of I dot amount divided by num of quads. So ingredient per slice, or ingredients per slice. So this should give us this number, and then we can go through the quadrants. So order dot ingredients of j dot quadrants dot length j plus plus, or not, j shouldn't go here, I should go here. And then if all that so if the quadrant exists, then we need to drag ingredients, the ingredient being order.ingredients.type, and then we need to put that here, so quad, and then this will be j plus 1, and then this one will be num of slices per, or ingredients per slice. So what this should do is it should take this and it should construct a pizza out of it. So if I were to go to the game and I say into the oven and I look at these 2 burnt pizzas and I go back and I say make a pizza. Now if I were to say make pizza order, so then it's specifically this order, and run it, will it give me the right pizza? This is quadrants dot quadrants, if I spell quadrants right. Cannot read 0 of undefined. Okay, so this is an error. So it's 64. Cannot read. Oh, ingredients. Okay, let's try it now. Another error. Ingredients per slice. Cannot read 0 of undefined. At 65. So here. Ingredients. It's another one of the misspellings. Cannot read not a number of undefined. So now, okay. So now we are at here. So now we can do some stuff here. So console.log ingredient coordinate. And I'm just going to comp this out so it doesn't actually do any code. So pepperoni, oh, I forgot the dash. That should fix that. So now, there we go. Okay, so that's the pizza. And I think that's the pizza he wants, as you can see, for pepperoni on these 2 quadrants. Yeah. I mean, that's what we wanted. Good. So, I mean, what else? Let's do our own fancy order, because the beginning orders suck for these people. So let's go create an order. So let's say I want, let's see what ingredients they got. Oh, I need to actually finish the ingredient tubs in. So that's to here. I mean, I could just put my pointer 75 through 70 for sausage. Sasuge. So sausage x is equal to 75, I think. Y is equal to 350. That's not 350. If I remember, if I were to recall correctly. Well, 350, no, it won't work. 75 through 75. So that's for the sausage, and then mushroom is at, let me just copy and paste this and put them all in there, so I don't have to keep having to, okay, there's 7 ingredients, I think. Yep. So we got sausage, or pepperoni sausage, mushroom, peppers, no, I'll just do pepper, onion, olive, and sardine. So So those are the 7 ingredients. And then let's find the points on them. So mushroom is about 145, 400. 145, 400. 145, 400. And this is 225, 400. I could do 420. 220, 420. 220, 420. Onion, 300, 400. And olive, 375. And then this one is, if I get that out of the way, 400. Oop, not you. So what's a good intermediate value? I'll do, it's 350. I'll do 360. So if I were to do all this correctly, now I should be able to make an interesting pizza. So I want a pizza with 3 ingredients: pepperoni, peppers, and mushrooms. Actually 4 ingredients: pepper, mushroom, and then olive. So I want pepperoni and pepper on all of it. So I want 8 on each, and I want it on all of it. I guess I'll just remove these spaces because it's gonna auto format away. And then I only want mushroom on the top half, so that's that. And then olive on the bottom half. And I want like that much. So if my my function were to act correctly, I should get that order. So because I have to do this. So make a pizza. Sure, into the oven, and then whatever. So if I were to make the pizza and then run the code. Okay, yeah. There we go. It doesn't really favor the edges, which is one thing. It doesn't look that good, but whatever. Whatever. So yeah, so we got pepperoni all around, with bell peppers also all around. Let me add extra pepper. So like, so the max we can have is 6 per, and that'll be 24. So the amount would be 24. And then let's put you into the oven, make it a pizza. So much bell pepper. Well, anyways, yeah. I made an order, and it made the pizza according to my order. So that's progress. Only took us an hour, but whatever. So, good news. We got the pizza to work. The pizza's there. The next thing we need to do is going to be slightly more difficult. Is how do we get an order from this and translate it into this? So how do we do that? Well, I mean, we already have a format. We already have the format as I show you the ingredients, and then we haven't used these two yet, but we will. So how do we parse this image? Well, we have the image because we can capture the screen. Here's all of our information. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this inside. I'm going to put this in a JSON file. So data.json. So then what we can do is we can import fs, so require file system basically, and then we can have let data equal fs, well, json.parse fs.read file sync, and then I'm going to call it .source slash data.json, and then .toString. Wait, what am I doing? There's a 2JSON file right here. Never mind. I don't need to parse it because it has a 2JSON. So, yeah. And so now what we can do is we can put all of this inside the this. I mean, this is all wrong formatting. So I mean, we can fix it. So the first thing we need to do is we need to have an over-compassing JSON file, and then we need let's have points. Let's have top left, and that's equal to this. And this also has to have quotation marks around it. And then we also need top left pizza. And so we can't actually go based off the we can't go based off this one anymore. So, well, we actually have to do math. So what is 660 plus 98? 758. So 758, and then 316 plus 116. 316 plus 116 is equal to 432. I hope that's supposed to be X. Okay, there we go. Hello, dogs cray cray. What's up? I am coding, if it's not obvious. Window size. We haven't used window size yet, but I have a feeling we will. So I would want to have that variable there, just in case. And so we have all these. Now let's do pizza points. So pizza points. That's equal to an object. Open the comma there. So we need. Good news is like most of this will be fine because it's already an object. So I don't want to do it like that. So anytime I see red, I need to put a quotation mark around it. In fact, I can actually do something kind of cheeky and just replace all the not the bad X's with the right X's, and do the same with the Y's. And there we go. So that fixes all those issues. It doesn't want me to have these extra commas, but whatever. And then, so that works. And then we also need ingredient tubs. Ingredient tubs, and it's pretty similar to this. In fact, it is. It's the same thing. I don't know why I said pretty similar. It's the same thing. Can I do? Okay, I can use this shift. Oh yeah, that makes this. I can use right shift on this. Okay, so that's all the data in this JSON file. So now I can use this in here. So if I see something like that, I say data.ingredients tub, and then data.ingredients tub, and then data.top left, data.top left pizza, data.top left pizza, data.pizza points, All this is fine so far. I mean, it'll scream at me whenever I get it wrong. So this comes from the order. In fact, yeah, that's all I need. So if I were to do this correct, if no errors, yep. So something went wrong there. So cannot read property quad 1 of undefined. Let me just see if I put the data in right. Doesn't hurt to see. Yeah, oh yeah, I did that wrong. To string dot. Yeah, I need to string and then parsing it. I don't need that. So there's that. JSON dot parse semicolon. Okay, there we go. So then top left is not defined. So yeah, I did miss one at there. Okay, here it is. So data dot. Yeah, so that should actually all work. I don't see anywhere else that could mess up. Okay, yeah. So it worked. Get rid of this console.log. And so now, instead of having all those points go into the file, we can have it go into this JSON file, and it's cleaner. So, progress. Yeah. We have our order. So like I said, now we need to be able to parse this. So I think I already have the image here. So yeah, we don't actually have to take out the screenshot because we just have it right here. So we need to be able to take this and parse it into something we know. And so how I did this when I started this project is I used image comparison. So I took, because it's a RGB value to get a screenshot, like to get the screenshot, it's like it's like just normal RGB values. We can just use image comparisons. So yeah. In fact, like, no, I'll just do it here. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the top left corner of the receipt. But we don't actually have to, because there's no data up here that we need. Like, there's only specific data here. And so, in fact, it's just we take this and we parse it. So this is really what we need. And well, and then each line of it, but this is really what we need. One thing though, what I noticed last time, if it has multiple, it's not offset by this, it's offset by a different value. So let me actually look at my previous code, because that will help me quite a lot, in fact. So nada, is it this one? No, it's this one. So if I open this with code, I should get the code from this. So let's see, this has a ton of code in it, and it's most of it's kind of redundant. So like here's the analyze ticket. So this is how I parsed it. So it's based off of 25 pixels and not what you think. So I do think that we need a utils stuff. Yeah. Okay, so let's make a utils class. So let's do classes before we do any of that. So class utils static get screen, and this should return. Wait, actually, now I think about it, I remember there was a bug with the get screen, or like the screen capture, that the RGB value was backwards, because it wants you to use image.colorat, but that's dumb. In fact, let me show you. If so, this is robot.js. So this is down here. Robot.js source. Okay, I don't care about any of this. I care about the JS code. Here we go. Index.js. Screen.capture. Wait. Build. Where's the build? Build, release, nude. Okay, well that explains why I can't actually read this, because it's in a binary. See if I try to open it. That's a perfectly usable file. So I can't actually see why it's that way. Seems weird. Anyways, let's just get it. Let's just get it. Well, let me do something like this, and let me, like, so let me fill, like, the entire screen up with, like, red, and then I'll see, delete, fill with red. Bah. There we go. So fill with red, and then do that. So if I get move view, so at least at, I'd say about 200, 200, it's red. And then go over here. So what I need to do, return robot dot screen dot capture. And so since it's a static class, what we can do is we can console.log utils dot get screen dot, and then it should be image dot image of, and then if it's 200 by 200, 200 times width, or well, let me make this up. You can't see what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm trying. Let screen equal utils dot get screen. Oop. Okay, utils dot get screen. And then console.log screen. Well, if I do screen.image, it should just, it should be a buffer. So then if I do screen, okay, I don't need to make the order anymore. I'm just testing something else. Screen of 200 times image, or not image, screen.width plus 200, and then all this times 4, because there's 4 times 4. It should be 255. In fact, I can actually do all of that. So now if I run that over here, okay, so yeah, that's the problem. It's saying it's blue. It's not saying it's red. So it's BGR. It's backwards for some reason, which I have to account for in the get screen because it's backwards. I don't know why. So because I wanted to return a correct bitmap. Well, I mean, if it wants me to use get color, so I could use get color, but or color at. See, if I do that, it wants me to do screen.colorat and then pixel 200 200, and then well, it should be red. Red, as you can see here. I could just use colorat. I don't need to do any of this complicated stuff, but I still need to get utils. So anyways, now that I got the screen, I get the screen captured, I need to know at what points do I need to capture it, because I need to capture this, and this. I also need to capture these two later on, but not right now because I'm dealing with ingredients. I'm dealing with making a da pizza. So let's see that. So that's like what we need here, and that seems pretty even, especially with all of them. So like if I were to move this down, say if okay, so where's the top left of it? So 161, and I were to move it down to here, it'd be 25. And if I move it down here, another 25. So 1B. Oh, okay, well, wait, that changed. Hold on. Huh? Oh, it's because my mouse is wrong. Okay, I was looking. Okay, so 155. Oh, okay, it's down here. Okay, so that's 250 or 25. I mean, that's another 25. Okay, so these are 25. So they're a gap of 25 between these. And they are a size of 23 by 23. So what I need to do is I need to determine what the quadrant is based off that. And what I can also do is I can actually just get one quadrant of it. So if I find, so this will be one quadrant. So this should be, okay, so this is a 12 by 12, and then if I do this, yep, okay, so get this quadrant. So this is at, well, if I make this back to 23 by 23, it's at 459, 155. So what 455, 159, or 155 is the base. So if I were to write that down in my data, very important. In fact, let me combine this, because it's like this is all the code that's in here. I'm gonna combine these two, just so I don't have two code windows and confuse me. So if I go up here, I don't need make pizza. Let me do let analyze order, and I don't need any variables for that function. It's just it's basically just look at wherever you are. This. So the first thing I need to do is I need to analyze just how many ingredients there are. And the way I can do this is by counting how many have quadrants. So if it doesn't have a quadrant, there's no ingredients, which is a good metric, because you mean if you like don't mark any of the quadrants, but then you put an ingredient, then it wouldn't work, because then my math would divide by 0 and it would have a bug anyways. But it never has that type of case. But so anyways, we need to put that in the base, the 459 base. So ticket quadrant base is equal to 459, 155. So this will give us that, and then we also need ticket quadrant size, which is width 25, height, or no, that's not width 25, it's width 23, height 25, 23, I mean. Man, I'm really messing up. And then we also need ticket quadrant vertical offset. We could just call it offset because there's only one offset. There's no horizontal offset. And that's just equal to straight up 25. So now we have these. What we can do is we can get the average color of it. Oh wait, well this is what I had to do. I did the average color. And that was actually a pretty good thing. So where's my average color? So get average color. Then we also have differentiator. Like we have all these. I had all these util functions. And then RGA to int. I don't remember why I had the int. To grayscale, that's another one. Black. These are all some good functions. I'm going to probably take... And I also had a mask. Ooh, I forgot I had this. I'm assuming if there was a mask and the alpha was 0. Okay, that explains what a mask was. This allowed me to mask out certain things, but I never used it. Now that I think about it, I'm just going to take all this. These are going to help me. Go to utils. So there we go. The good news is now, I mean, this fixes the issue. So yeah, so this fixes it. Anyways, yeah. Just looking at my code, seeing how it did. This one's gonna help for when we get into the ingredients, like when we get into the actual image, like this image. What I did there is I allowed, like, I just took the image and I put it in like an image file, loaded the image file, and then that allowed me to compare the images, and if it was basically the same thing. Yeah. So let me get the quadrants down at least. So we got the get average color. I'm trying to see if everything works. So we got mask. Which I don't think I'm going to use. Well, anyway, so now I have all that. So now I need to analyze the order, which requires me to get the screen. So let screen is equal to utils dot get screen bitmap, and I'm just going to take the screen bitmap, and then, in fact, actually, this is where I think this will come in handy, because since this is based off the screen. We know the top left of the screen and we know the width. What we can just do is this is region, by the way. Yeah, this is region. So x is equal to top data dot top left dot x. Y is equal to data top left of y. Width is equal to data dot screen width. Window width. Window size. I mean. Dot width. Height is equal to data dot window size dot height. So this allows me to get just this. And so what we need to do is we need to get the average color of this. And so I'm just going to console.log. This will return RGB value. So console.log utils.get average color of the bitmap, so the screen. We don't have a mask, so no. So get average color of screen. Oh wait, no, we have to do subscreen. So let quadrant 1 equal utils.get sub bitmap of the screen, and the region is going to be x. So that would be data dot ticket quadrant base data dot ticket quadrant base dot x. Y is equal to data dot quadrant or dat y. Width is going to be equal to its size, so data dot ticket quadrant size. And then height is equal to data dot ticket quadrant size height. And so now we can get the average color of this. And then we can also get the average color of the next one by just saying plus data dot ticket quadrant offset. So this will get the average color of this one and this one. So I was just listening to music, it was nice. So this should be also quadrant 2. Yeah. So I don't want GitHub right now. And I need to call analyze order. So I don't need you anymore. I just need analyze order. And then move you over here so I can analyze the game. So this will give me this one. Get pixel color is not a function. You're right, it is not a function. I will grab that function. Why did I exit out of that? I did not need to exit out of that. Coding projects, JavaScript. Where's Papa Bot? There's Papa Bot. Pizzeria, YouTube. So I also need get. I don't know where that is. Oh, get pixel color. Don't exit out because I need to go up to utils and I need to put that there. Okay, well obviously the average color is 30 because that's where it is on the screen. So if I do it here, we got the average colors of the two regions I was talking about. So if I put that here, it should be gray and then slightly not gray. it's kind of weird because most of it is pink, so it kind of makes it more reddish. So if I go here and I go to colors and I type this in, so this is the top one. Oop. 211. I need my numlock on. 211, 172, 170. So this is the average color of that one, and then the average color of the other one is 231, 196, 193. So it's more white. I mean, it's kind of hard to tell the difference. It's extremely hard, but a computer can because it's numbers. And so we also need to get this value, this one. So boom, cool. So now that we have, what we can do is we can say to grayscale. So I copied that function over. Hey, what's up? I am doing great. Thank you. So I don't need you anymore. There we go. So now I need to go up here and I need to say, instead of get average color, I also need to say utils.get or to grayscale. So this should just give me one solid color, and then I should be able to detect based off that. So this, okay, well obviously I gotta go over to the game and then run it. I get nada. What happened? What happened? Oh, I don't know why I didn't console log. Okay, so this is the grayscale of the first one, and this is the grayscale of the second one. So obviously, this one's darker than this one. It is because it has a darker gray. But we can make this even more specific by, like I said, just targeting each specific quadrant of this. So if I can, so 12 by 12 area, we get the grayscale of that, and then we get the grayscale of this, get the grayscale of that, get the grayscale of that, and then that will set the quadrant. So yeah. So if we go back to the code, let's do that. So we got the screen, and so to get the quadrants, so let quadrants is equal to an array for and then, well, the thing, we need to actually get the ingredient count first. So let ingredient count equal 0. So then while, I'm just gonna say while true, because I can break inside this loop. So I can just have a break. I need to do this. So let quadrants equal to the get the bitmap plus, and then where are you? There you are. Plus equals times ingredient count. So like I said, there is a noticeable difference. So then if utils.grayscale of quadrants is less than 190, because let's do it to where it only has one quadrant. So if it was just like this one, so I'm just gonna do something like this. Make this a smaller brush. So like if it was more like this, what would it be? Well, I don't know. I'd say the average, I'd say it's less than 190. Let's do is less than 200, because it's at least going to be less than that. I know that much. So if it's less than 200, that means that quadrant exists. So then ingredient count plus plus else break. So that should give us how many ingredients there are. So we can console.log this ingredient count. We don't need this anymore. And so we can move this over here so we can actually test it. One ingredient, which is right. Let me find one with 2 ingredients. Let me take your order. Do you have 2 ingredients? No, you don't. Fun. What about you? Do you have 2 ingredients? You don't. None of you have 2 ingredients. I don't think I'm going to have any of the 2 ingredients for a little bit, so meh. Whatever. So I can, now that I know how many ingredients there are, now I can go through all those ingredients again. So now I can go with a for loop. Plus ingredient count will help me. Well, I could do it in this while loop. I could do all of the work inside this while loop. Which, I mean, yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? Because, yeah, I can just, so let me return order. And so order is going to be something like this. So let me get rid of you and put you like up here, except you don't have any ingredients, you don't have a cook time, and you don't have a cut. You just have this. So then what you can do is if it's greater than or equal to 200, you break, because we don't need ingredient counts. So that stops that much. So we don't need ingredient count at this point. So it would break there if it's not the right color, but if it doesn't break there, that means we gotta analyze the line. So let quadrant bitmap specify this. Quadrants is equal to an array, and then we need to get the sub bitmap for this one. Quadrant bitmap quadrant 1 bitmap is equal to sub bitmap. We can just do this. So 0, 0, 12, 12. You're not supposed to. I'm just gonna hard code it to see if this works. In fact, I can just put this all in one line. So there's that. 2, 3, 2, 3, 4. Where would this be? So so it would be 159. There'd be this thing again, and then there's the 0 by 0. So then where would this one be? Wait, so it'd be 11. Okay, so 11. And then, so that'd be for the second one, and then for that one it'd be 11, 11, 11. Lots of 11s. So then what we can do now is we can say if it's this one, or we can actually console.log it, so console.log, and we got a lot of console.log to do. That one, bitmap, So 2, 3, 4. So this will give us the colors. So if I go back to the game, this should give us all 4 of them. And now we have a good variety of tickets we can test. Ingredient count not defined. Oh, I guess we do need ingredient count then, huh? Well, I can do index is equal to 0. Index plus plus. Cool. Okay, so there's the bitmap. 166, 154, 162, 154, and then why did I do that twice? So if I were to do that for this one, okay, yeah, so it detected that, and then for this one it should be 1 and 3. Yep. And then for this one it also should be 1 and 3. Neato. So this one, it looks like a good limiting factor there is 175. So now if quadrants let me do the quadrants dot push quadrant 1 bitmap, or well, whatever this value is less than 175. And then do that, so this will be 2, 3, 4. And then the console.log, we don't need that anymore. And so this should give us the quadrants. So if I console.log quadrants, true, false, true, good. And then for this, true, true, true. The weird thing with this one is that this one does it twice, which it shouldn't. So let me console.log that value. Maybe something went wrong there, but like it shouldn't do that. This is another, so 200. This is because 195 is the raw deal. 190. Fixed. Hopefully that won't break anything. But yeah, so right now that should be good. Alright, so let me pull the code back up. So that gives us the quadrants of, it basically gives us this. Now we need to get this. And this is where it gets slightly complicated. Because we need to, I mean, well, I'm going to take a little small break. Hold on, guys. Alright, guys, I am back. Oh, I am listening myself. I don't want that. So, I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I haven't eaten an actual dinner yet, and all the places around campus are going to be closed soon. So I'm going to basically end the stream. For now, I'll be back for Advent of Code in 2.5 hours, obviously. So this project obviously isn't done. I mean, we've gotten a bit of the way. I mean, we actually got a pizza maker, which is cool. I'm going to do that just one more time just to show someone. Oh, I don't have an order anymore. I don't know. Let me just do it in the thing. So ingredients, type is equal to pepperoni. Amount is equal to, let's do all 24. Let's just do every single ingredient to the max. So then quadrant is equal to true, 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 true. This will be like when I make the video, this will be like a good exemplification of the ingredient placing, unless I redo it, which I don't know why I would. I need you. Sausage. Mushroom. Pepper. Onion. Olive. And just sardine. So if I were to do this, and I don't need to analyze the order, I'm just going to make a da pizza. Oh, come back. Make a da pizza, and then I'll run the code, and it should have every single topping on there to the max. So let's do this. Perfect timing. You guys are here to see what I've coded.
Pizzeria?
Oh my god!
So this is
cheating at Pizzeria?
He is actually
Shut up.
cheating at Pizzeria.
I'm not
very
cheating at
acceptably.
Pizzeria.
He
Anyways,
is definitely cheating at
anyways,
Pizzeria.
check it.
Kick it!
So yeah. It's the perfect pizza. Every single ingredient.
How do you get it to detect which topping it should put?
It's hard coded, so I have like a list of points on my
Yeah.
screen. That
So it's gonna do it
no, I
matter
mean
what.
when the people come in and say tomato icon. Pepperoni
that's
icon.
that's the next part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna be done streaming for now because I want to go get food, like actual food instead of chips and Nutty Buddies.
Chippies and Nutty Buddies.
It's anybody.
So I'll see you guys, whoever's going to join my live stream tonight. I'll see you then. So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.